Alright, we're back down here. We're going to put the second coat on. And maybe 3 coats before we actually start to put the epoxy on. So I'm going to coat this again. And basically just want to make sure that it's coated completely everywhere so it doesn't stick, because the epoxy will stick to this, even though this is a fiberglass mold. So I think I'm going to get a spray gun and start to spray instead of wiping it on with the paintbrush. If you put it on too thick, it'll run, and you'll actually have runs. So, but you can definitely feel it when you're putting the second coat on. You can feel it on the part that you got a layer of that on there. The weird thing is this doesn't stick really great to this. You'll see it. You can't see it in this, but you'll see that it actually like separates off of it a little bit in places. So that's why I put a few coats on it, make sure I get everywhere, because I do not want this thing sticking to my mold. Smooth off any runs, any thick areas. Make sure. Okay. Go over here to the other side. Just now getting to learn how to use this this GoPro. It's a little different, but the angle on my head. But it's easier than carrying my old camera. I used to have to carry it, and this is going to be so much better. So probably go with 2 coats on this. I'm going to put it on pretty thick. I'll eat my words. One of them will stick to it. Pop off half the gel coat off of the mold. But nah, it won't. It'll be fine. As soon as I come back down, well, I'm going to lay up the first layer of epoxy. So I'm going to let this dry real good. Make sure it's coated everywhere. You see it kind of separating in places. It's weird. Sometimes it's just weird. It's like it doesn't want to put the second coat onto itself. Almost like when you're trying to, like oil and water or something. It's just a weird. You can kind of see it. It doesn't want to like lay on top of itself. It wants to separate. And kind of weird. But it works, so I haven't had any trouble. Just don't want any runs. That's the thing. Put it on kind of thick, and then it'll start to evaporate. That you can smell that alcohol. If you get a run in it, you'll actually see it in the part. It's kind of crazy. But you can see, like right there, it's not wanting to, like, it starts to separate. Almost like wax and water, like right there. It's really weird. So you gotta really watch this pretty close. Alright, that looks pretty good. A little bit thick in places. It'll flow out. You just don't want it too thick. Yeah, it looks almost like almost like glass. A little thick area there. I think we're good. Alright, that'll work. Put that back in there. Put this back on. It's going to be the last coat of that. So we're done with this. Put it down there. And I'll be back. And we'll put the first layer of, I'm only going to do one, then I'll do the other. So you can put 3 on this one, and then go over to that one and do the 3 on that one. That'll be the, they don't want to do them at the same time. Your epoxy will set up. So, all right, I'll be back.